What I'm going to show you in this video is how to add a staff member to your Square account. Now, I'm going to use myself as an example if you're trying to add me to give me access or our organization, but you can use this for any staff member. So what you're going to do is go over to Staff and Payroll and then over to Team. Now, keep in mind, there is a subscription called Square Team Plus, and if you don't have that, you can't do certain things, but we'll go over that once we get over there. So what we're going to do is go to Add Team Member. We're going to enter their information, Sean Powell, phone number. The phone number I don't believe is required, but it's good to have it. The email address is required. So what this will do, if they have a Square account, say with another employer or their own Square account, it will just add access to your account to their existing account. And if they don't have a Square account with another employer or their own, then it will have them sign up for an account. But right here, we'll do partner at appaloosa.tech. Now, that's the email address and information you should use if you're trying to add our organization to your Square account. But if you're not, then just use the email address for the staff member. Whatever email is best for them, you can ask them. You can send it to what is in your maybe HR system, whatever works for them. And then next, you put in their primary job. Now, we'll create a new job because we don't have any. And I'm going to call it IT consultant because that's what we do. And then turn off tip eligibility because IT consultants don't need tips. But if you do have tip eligible employees with this job title, like maybe barista or server or something, definitely flip the switch on. The next option is the pay type. It can be none, hourly, or salary. None, of course, just doesn't have any payment information processed, it just ignores it. Hourly is, of course, based on their hours, and you can integrate that and have Square keep track of that. That's a wonderful feature. Or they can be salaried, so having a fixed amount of money, of course. So I'm going to select hourly and show you that. You can put in the hourly rate, and then you can also put in the salary, put in their annual salary and their weekly hours, and then it'll tell you their hourly rate as well. But I'm just going to set this to none. And then this last switch, or rather, we can add a job if they have multiple jobs, but we don't need to do that. What we can do is have overtime. We can have overtime on or off. It just depends what you need, but we're going to continue. Next, we have to select a permission set, and this is where the Team Plus comes in. So you can set them to team permissions, which is one permission set for all team members. That's what's available for free. Or you can give them a preset permission set if you have Team Plus and have other permission sets customized. But we're just going to do team permissions, continue. And then for our consultant organization, we want you to give full access. If you don't want to do that, just think through, what are we working on? Are we working on appointments for you? Are we working on contracts? Are we going to need access to the orders? What are we going to need access to? And give us that, and we can always ask you, hey, can you change some of the permissions? But it is our preference, if you're okay with it, to do full access. Now, within this, if you have full access off, each of these modules has different permissions. So you can let your staff members access previous orders, and then maybe they can't pause it and they can't update prep times, or they can access transactions but can't issue refunds. Like, there's a lot of different options, and I do recommend you explore these and see what makes sense for any permission sets, or if you're doing a team permission set, do what makes sense for all of the staff members. Now, this doesn't affect your permissions as the account owner, but it only affects the staff accounts. But I'm going to flip it to full access. We're going to click continue. This is the passcode. We're going to do 1111 for a team passcode, and this allows us to restrict access. So we're just going to continue here. and then I'm going to create the owner passcode, and that's just going to be 0000 because, of course, testing account. And then it asks us to review, and then we click Save Team Member. And then the team member will receive an email with a link to activate their access, and that'll ask them to log in or they can create an account. I hope this helps, and let me know if you have any questions.